Hello friends, and thank you for serving on this Sunday, August 14th, 2022. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of this week's lesson. I'm not going to go through all the beginning stuff because it's been in so many of the other videos, but setup time is 9:30 to 9:45. They'll arrive at 9:45. Make sure you check mark their name on the attendance sheet. And then once they are checked in on the attendance sheet, they'll do centers, clean up at 10:10, and at 10:15, the 3rd through 5th graders will move over to their classroom. At 10:15, the memory verse for this month is Isaiah 41:10. We are on week 2. I will strengthen you. I will help you. So if you're in K through 2, they'll be adding some missing words. If you're in 3rd through 5th grade, they'll be writing all of those words on the brown craft paper that is on the wall. Following that, we will have our prayer time. So prayer requests in the purple prayer request book, which is here, and going through the Lord's Prayer together. Following that, we'll be doing the death of Stephen this week, which is on pages 254 and 255 in the Gospel Story Bible, which is here. You'll need to read through that story to the whole group. So the story is here. You're going to read through it. It does talk about him being stoned, so make sure that there could be some students that are upset by that. Just kind of keep an eye on that as you're reading the story. It doesn't get into too graphic of detail, which is great, but it is in there, so they'll probably have questions about that. Following reading the story, you can look it up in Acts 6 through 7. If you were in K through 2, I don't recommend reading through Acts 6 and 7. If you are in 3rd through 5th grade, I do recommend that you read it all the way through. So if you're in 3rd through 5th grade, locate it and read it. If they partner or in a group of 3 before the teacher reads it out loud to the class, just so they see where it came from the Bible to be used in this gospel storybook. But again, K through 2, I wouldn't recommend going all the way through Acts 6 and 7. It's really long. It gets a little bit more detailed than what they're probably age appropriate for. Looking it up in the ESV Bible, here are the follow-up questions. These are always a jumping off point. I get these from either Old Story New or Long Story Short, which are the follow-up workbooks that go with our gospel storybook. And so you can use these as a jumping off point. You can add more, you can take away if you're not comfortable with it. And then following that, the groups have different crafts or activities. If you are in kindergarten through 2nd grade, you have a craft. The directions are right here. If you want to look through them before class, feel free to pause and look at them. Basically, I have in your pile will be a direction sheet and an example. And then they will have a sheet that they'll need to cut out the pieces for, and then one piece is already cut out, and they're going to be making a map for after Stephen was stoned, the gospel spread because they were being persecuted. So they spread all over the place to begin spreading the word of Jesus. And so that is what K through 2 is doing. If you are in 3rd through 5th, you have an object lesson this week. I will send you the YouTube link to where I found this from. And basically the object of this lesson is to illustrate how the Pharisees were able to kill Stephen, but they weren't able to change the message of Jesus that he carried within him. So I have a large punch bowl that I will fill with water. You take an empty glass cup and you put a paper towel down the side of it, fold it up. And when you turn that cup upside down and you put it down in the water, down to the bottom of the punch bowl, and you can leave it there as long as you want, and you pull it back up, they will see that that paper towel remains completely dry. So even though the cup was submerged in the water, which symbolizes Stephen's death, the napkin, symbolizing the message that he carried, was not destroyed. And to follow up, I'm going to have them answer questions that I have listed here in their journals that are in the classroom. And then other than that, the normal things at the end, feel free to pause and look this over more closely or look this up in Planning Center. The lessons are already uploaded there. I apologize, this is the shortest video I think I've done, but we've been here for a while and Luke has lost his patience with me. So we're going to head home. I'll show him real quick. Say hi, Luke. You ready to go bye-bye? So that was it. All done. You ready to go? All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for serving. We'll see you on Sunday.